Morning, sixth graders. I hope you're doing well, but I wanted to give you a quick reminder that today I will not be having office hours because I am doing a professional development. All teachers through Springs are doing a professional development day, so we will be in meetings all day long and therefore cannot do our normal live sessions and normal office hours. So if you have questions, you can save them for Friday. You can use the answer keys that are in Canvas to help you, but I will not be available today. Okay, the next thing that I wanted to talk to you about was testing next week. So sixth graders, you will be testing with me on Tuesday and Wednesday next week. So I've split the class into two groups. I will be posting those groups in Canvas as an announcement tomorrow. And so you just look to see which group you're in. And one group will meet with me on Tuesday, and the second group will meet with me on Wednesday. And we are meeting from 10 to 12. So what we'll do is I'll open up our Big Blue Button at 9:45. You will log into Big Blue Button. Then you will open up a separate tab into iReady. And once everyone is in Big Blue Button, I will assign your Diagnostic 3 test in iReady, and I will put that for you to take. And then you'll log into iReady and see your Diagnostic 3. But Big Blue Button is going to be open for the entire 2 hours with me in it. So if you have any questions or you need me to help guide you, you will have the 2 hours to do that. But you will need to finish the iReady diagnostic in that 2 hours. You will not be able to leave Big Blue Button unless you are done. Okay, so you will have that 2 hours on that one day to take that test. So if you're in the group that takes it on Tuesday, you will need to finish it by 12 o'clock on Tuesday with me in Big Blue Button. And if you are the group that meets with me on Wednesday, then you will need to finish it in Big Blue Button by 12 o'clock on Wednesday. Your lessons will be lessened for next week because of the testing. So on the days that you guys are testing with me on Tuesday and Wednesday, you guys obviously will not have any math work because the iReady math diagnostic is your math work. And then you'll just have science and ST math. That's it. Actually, I may not even assign ST math on Tuesday and Wednesday because you guys are already doing so much math. So I think I'm just going to assign science on Tuesday and Wednesday. And then on Thursday and Friday, you guys will have a normal math lesson. It'll be a pre-recorded video. You will have science and ST math to do. And then you'll be meeting with Mr. G and Miss Bella to do your reading diagnostic on Friday, I think. But he will be sending out an email, just like I will, or an announcement to tell you what group you're in, what day you're meeting, and what time you're meeting with him to do the same thing. Trying to think what else. Oh, there will be an incentive for you for coming to my Big Blue Button and taking your diagnostic with me. So I have some ideas, and I will let you know those on Tuesday and Wednesday when you guys come with me. And then there will be no reach next week because of the diagnostic. So that's everything. I just want to give you guys a heads up. I'll be explaining everything in an announcement tomorrow. So you'll have that, and then I'll remind you guys on Monday, and I'll send out a reminder announcement Tuesday morning and Wednesday morning. So we're all covered. Okay, we are working from our instruction book today, page 164 and 165. Okay, let's see. It says here we're going to be writing and evaluating expressions. So yesterday we were writing expressions, but we weren't solving them. We were just simply writing them. Today we're going to write them and we're going to solve them. So let's look to see what our scenario tells us to do today. Jennifer buys 1 pack of orange sugarless gum and 3 packs of mint sugarless gum. The pack of orange gum has 8 pieces. The packs of mint gum each have the same number of pieces. Write an expression to show the total number of pieces of gum that Jennifer buys. If one pack of mint gum has 6 pieces, what is the total number of pieces of gum that Jennifer buys? Okay, so the first part is we're going to be writing an expression to show the total number of pieces of gum that she buys. And then the second part, we're going to be solving that expression when we know that the mint gum has 6 pieces. So this is a multi-step problem, okay? So let's first look at our picture. So here's our one pack of orange gum, and it has 8 pieces in it. So I'm actually going to rewrite that as 1 with a parentheses of 8. So that's one pack, and it has 8 pieces in it. And remember, we talked about how 1 with the next to the parentheses, 8 means to multiply. It's one of the different ways to multiply. So 1 times 8 is 8. Okay, so there's that one. And then we have 3 packs of the mint gum, but we don't know how many pieces are in it yet. And we say yet because we actually do know, but we have to create our expression first. So we have 1, 2, 3 packs of sugarless gum. So I'm going to put 3 on the outside. And then if I were to do it the same way, this is 1 pack, 8 pieces. I'm going to use the letter P because the P is right here to represent our unknown number. Okay, so I put it in parentheses here because that's what I had done here. But because it's a letter, which is our algebraic form for writing the unknown number, I don't have to. I could just go ahead and write it as 3P because it means the same thing as this. This would be, but we can't put 1 next to an 8 because then that turns it to 18. So that's why this, because we do have 2 numbers and not an unknown number, we can say this is 1 times 8. This is 3 times P. And in algebra, we can do a letter next to a number and it still means to multiply. Excuse me. Okay, so we have our half of an expression right now for our orange gum and our mint gum. So we have 8 and we have 3P. I guess the next question is, are we going to add, subtract, multiply, or divide them? So the next part says you can write a sentence describing the total number of gum pieces. So the total number of pieces of gum is the sum of the number of pieces. Okay, sum, we've been talking about that. What does sum mean? Sum is the answer to an addition problem, okay? Difference or less than would mean to subtract, yep. Product would mean to multiply. Quotient would mean to divide. There we go. So the sum of the number of pieces in 1 pack of orange gum and the number of pieces of 3 packs of mint gum. Okay, so we're going to add. So we are going to add our first amount, which is it 8? Was the orange gum first? Let's see. 1 pack of orange gum. Yep, so here's 8 plus, and then we're going to do our mint gum, which is right here. We already did it, 3P. There's our expression. We did it, yay! Okay, the second part of the question was to solve when we know how many pieces are in 1 pack. So I'm going to, let's do the questions before we actually solve that second part of the problem, okay? Okay, question number 12. Write an expression for the number of pieces in 1 pack of orange gum. Okay, how many pieces are in 1 pack of orange gum? It was 1 pack, in parentheses, 8 pieces, right? Which equals 1 times 8, and 1 times 8 is 8. So this one would be 8. Okay, number 13. Write an expression for the number of pieces in 3 packs of mint gum. So remember, we already wrote that. That would be 3, and then the letter, which is P in this particular instance because it stands for pieces. So 3P. Then it says write an expression for the sum of the number of pieces in 1 pack of orange gum. So again, here's the word sum. That's important in expressions. Sum, difference, less than, more than. These are all important words because they tell you the operation. The sum of the number of pieces in 1 pack of orange gum and the number of pieces in 3 packs of mint gum. Okay, so let's write the expression that we came up with on the previous page. So we have 8, sum means to add, 3P, because that's 3 packs, times the number of pieces in 1 pack. There we go. This is our orange, this is our mint. Okay, number 15. Explain how you could use the expression from problem 14 to find the total number of pieces Jennifer buys if each pack of mint gum has 6 pieces. Okay, so now we know how many pieces of gum are in each pack, and we're going to now solve our expression, and that's going to look like this. So we're going to start with 8 plus 3P, okay? This is going to now look like 8 plus 3 times, and now how many pieces are in 1 pack now of mint gum? 6. So now it's going to be 3 times 6, where 6 replaces the P, and now we're going to solve that. Okay, if we use our order of operations, we have to do multiplication first, right? PEMDAS. So let me write our PEMDAS here on the side, because this is something, oops, wrong one. Oh. This is something we have to remember. This is why you start learning PEMDAS in 4th grade, because when you get to 6th grade, you need to know what PEMDAS stands for. So we have P stands for parentheses, E stands for exponents, M stands for multiplication, D stands for division, A stands for addition, and S stands for subtracting. Some people put it as an acronym like, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally, to try and remember them, but the key here is that you remember what the P actually stands for, not please, but parentheses. And this is the first thing that you do, so this is the first thing, and then this is the second thing you do, and this is the third thing. Okay, if there's no parentheses, if there's no exponents, then you have to start with multiplication. We do have parentheses, and in this case, parentheses means to multiply. So we're doing 13 times 6. What is 13 times 6? 18, right? And then 8 plus 18 is 26. 26. There we go. So how many packs of gum does she have, or how many pieces of gum does she have total? Jennifer has 26 pieces of gum total. So I'm just going to put that right here. Jennifer has 26 pieces of gum between all of her packs, her orange pack and her mint pack. Okay, number 16. Let's try a couple problems doing this. Martina is 3 inches less than twice as tall as her little brother. Write an expression for Martina's height. How tall is Martina if her little brother is 28 inches tall? Okay, well, let's start with our let's start with what we do know that we can type this up. Okay, so she is 3 inches less than twice as tall as her brother. Okay, so because it says less, she's 3 inches less than, that means we're going to be starting with this one. So this is going to be my first part, and then this is going to be my second part. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and write twice as tall as her brother. So that's going to be 2 times whatever her brother is, right? So right now, let's pretend we don't know that he's 28 inches tall, and we're going to use a letter to represent the unknown number. So it's going to be 2 times, I'm going to use B because B stands for brother, right? So 2B minus 3. Okay, so 2B minus 3 because she is 3 inches less than twice her brother. Okay, so that is our expression. So now we're going to solve this expression. So I'm now going to write 2, and then in parentheses, I'm going to fill in what B stands for. And let's see, right here, it says brother is 28 inches tall. Oh, I did the wrong one again. Right here it says brother is 28 inches tall. So I need to now fill in parentheses, the 28. So now it's 2 times 28 minus the 3. Okay, what is 2 times 28? Well, 2 times 8 is 16, right? And then carry the 1. And then 2 times 2 is 4, plus 1 is 5, so 56. Oops, there we go. And then we're going to minus the 3 still. So what is 56 minus 3? Easy, right? 53. So Martina is, let me go ahead and get out of that one. And I'm going to start a new box. And we're going to put Martina is 53 inches. Okay, now let's do number 17. Tracy has 5 cans of vegetable juice in her refrigerator. 4 of the cans each have 6 ounces of juice. Write an expression for the total ounces of juice Tracy has in her refrigerator. If the 5th can has 12 ounces, what is the total ounces of juice Tracy has? So again, it's 2 parts. We're first going to write our expression and then we're going to solve it. Okay, so she has 5 cans of vegetable juice in her refrigerator. I'm going to underline that. 4 of the cans have 6 ounces of juice, so 4 have 6 ounces. but we don't know what the fifth can has. Okay. So first of all, we're going to do what we do know. So let's do, we have 4 cans. We have 4 cans of juice that we do know how much is in there. So how much is in 4 of the cans of vegetable juice? 6, right? So as you can see, I did 4 and then in parentheses is 6. And then we still have another can of juice, so I'm going to put plus. And then we're going to use a letter to represent our 5th can of juice, which is, we could do J for juice. So here is our expression. Lost internet connection. Okay, let's try that again. So we have 4 cans of juice, and we have 6 ounces in those 4 cans, so these are parentheses. And we're going to add that to our 5th can of juice, but we don't know how much is in there. So we're going to name that J. There we go. Okay, so here's my expression. 4 times 6 plus J. And I can go ahead and solve 4 times 6, which is 24, right? So we have 24 plus J. Now, it tells us that the 5th can has 12 ounces of juice. So that means I can now fill in what J is. So I'm going to do 24 plus, and then 12 for J. And what is 24 plus 12? 36, right? 36 ounces of juice. So Tracy has a total of 36 ounces of juice. Okay, last question. Number 18. Brian says that the expression 8n plus 2 is equal to 83 when n equals 1. Explain why Brian's answer is incorrect. Okay, well, let's actually solve it to find out. I'm going to do a text here, and let's, I don't know why it goes down there. Let's try that again. There we go, that's better. Okay, so we have 8n plus 2, which then equals, if we're plugging in 1 for n, sorry about that. If we're plugging in 1 for n, that means it's now going to be 8 times 1 plus 2. Okay? So now let's add that together. And 8 times 1 is 8 plus 2, which then equals, with 8 plus 2, 10. Yeah, so This expression actually equals 10. So why is Brian so incorrect? What did he do wrong here? Yeah, he looked at the 8 and the 1 and figured it's 81. And 81 plus 2 is 83. But that's why I put it in parentheses, guys, because this is a really common mistake. If you were to just put 8 next to a 1, everyone reads it as 81. Brian did. But when we put it in parentheses, or you can even just put 8 times 1, that would work too. And then you would get the correct answer. So Brian read this as 81 plus 2 instead of 8 times 1 plus 2. So let's go ahead and write that out. Okay, Brian is incorrect because he I'll just put did not multiply or or use parentheses to represent 8 times 1. Oh no, my internet again. Come on. Nope, didn't save it. Okay, gotta retype it. Okay, so Brian read 8 times 1 as 81 and added 3 to get 83. I'm sorry, he didn't add 3, he added 2, right? Added 2 to get 83. Instead of multiplying, I keep spelling multiplying wrong for some reason. Instead of multiplying 8 and 1 to get 8 plus 2, which equals 10. There you go. And there is number 18. Okay, so now you are on to your practice book pages. So we are doing page 175 and 176. So let's look at it and see which problems you're not going to do because you're watching the video. All right, 175, 176. So nice. Number 5, 6, and 7 are optional. Number 5, 6, and 7 are optional. Say that again. Number 5, 6, and 7 are optional. So you don't have to do those unless you want to challenge yourself, then absolutely you can. But numbers 1 through 4. Not too shabby. Page 175, 176. All right, guys, there is an article for you to read on the muscular system. That's the next system we're going over. And there's only one question for you to answer. That's in your checklist. And you are, besides ST Math, you're done for the day. Have a great day, and I will see you guys. Oh, I apologize. There is no Flipgrid today, but I will provide a Flipgrid for you for tomorrow. So I'll see you on Flipgrid tomorrow. Bye.